All right, listen up. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to think about it. Don't you think there are just way too many adversarial conjunctions in Japanese?
You've got Shikashi,
Daga, demo,
Keradomo, Mononome, Tokoroga, Noni, Tadashi, Tada. The list just goes on.
So I'll ask again. Aren't there too many? I mean, in English, you pretty much just have but. Sure, you've got all though, however. That's about it. But Japanese, it has an entire army of buts. So why? Why are there so many? Today, I'm going to explain the reason from a structural perspective, so you better pay attention.
Here's your mission briefing. First, we'll cover the conflict device known as gyakusetsu, then the culture of adjusting that conflict. Next, we'll break down the personality and rank of each conjunction. We'll analyze the decisive difference between Japanese and English. And finally, and most importantly, you will learn to optimize your own use of these tools. Let's move out. First things first, we define the weapon itself. You need to understand exactly what you're dealing with. An adversative conjunction, or yakusetsu, is a device for changing direction. You think A is going to happen, but then, bam, B happens. But to be more accurate, it's really a device for creating conflict. Just picture this for a second. The moment the person you're with tries to go left, you look them in the eye and say, "No, we're going right." And you physically snatch the steering wheel out of their hands. These words might look peaceful on paper, but make no mistake, this is a powerful, aggressive piece of grammar.
Okay, now let's analyze the strategic environment. Why would a culture develop such a complex weapon? When someone tries to decline an offer in Japanese, you'll often hear them say chotto, which, just means a little. Grammatically, they haven't actually said anything, but the meaning is crystal clear. No, that's impossible. And if you dare to push back, you'll feel the air in the room freeze. The refusal isn't stated directly, but it's absolutely communicated. This is fundamental.
So does that mean Japanese is a language that avoids conflict? No, that is completely incorrect. It's not about eliminating conflict. It's a culture that adjusts the intensity of conflict. And that is why you have so many different adversative conjunctions. Now listen very carefully, because this is the most important point of the entire briefing. These words are not a list of synonyms you can just swap out whenever you feel like it. They are a volume dial, a tool for you to precisely calibrate the exact level of confrontation you need. All right, let's open the armory. It's time for you to learn the specifications of each and every one of your tools.
Each one has a distinct personality, a distinct rank. Demo is your gut reaction, purely emotional, best for conversation. Keredomo is for adjustment. It's a neutral tool for finding balance. Shikashi is a logical shift. Your go-to for written language, it just makes you sound smarter, instantly. Daga, now this one is a declaration of a boundary line. It is strong, final. You use it when you're drawing a line in the sand. Monono is tactical. You concede a point before you rebut it. You'll see this a lot in academic papers. And finally, Tadashi is for conditional correction. It's not about negation. It's a sincere, precise limitation. They all carry different levels of conflict intensity.
Now let's compare our finely tuned arsenal with the oppositions. Let's call them blunter instruments.
So what about English? Think about it. I understand your point, but although I understand your point, however. In English, you're changing the intensity with your sentence structure, your phrasing, your vocal tone. In Japanese, the intensity is baked right into the word itself. English is bold. Japanese is precise. All right, let's move to practical application. This is your live fire exercise. Now, this is where recruits always fail. You overuse demo in your writing. Demo. It sounds like a child. It's conversational, it's weak, or you go the other way and overuse shikashi. It's just exhausting to read. It creates this constant high-level conflict. The solution is to differentiate the role of the conjunction. Ask yourself, am I making a logical shift? Am I making a concession? Am I setting a condition? You think before you deploy the word. Let's see these tools in action. I agree. Demo, I also have some worries. You feel that? It's soft, it's close, it's conversational. Now this one, the economy is recovering. Shikashi, inequality is expanding. Hear the difference? This is objective, formal, built for written arguments. And then there's this. I recognize your effort. Daga, it is not enough. This is strong, decisive. It draws a line. That discussion is over.
And finally, anyone can participate. Tadashi, you must register in advance. See, this isn't an argument, it's not a negation. It is a precise limitation, a condition.
Remember this, they are not all just the same kind of but. Japanese is a language that finely tunes the very nature of conflict. So I'm asking you again, your conjunction, what is its strength? Is it too strong for the situation? Is it too weak? Think and use these tools correctly. Dismissed.